Alright, all I wanted to do was create a proper YouTube video intro, or whatever you want to call it, for a video that I want to share on this makeup look. But since I never done this before, like, it's just not working. So whatever the shebangs is that you guys do on here, please do it. You know, the whole subscribe, thumbs up, whatever the case is. I'm gonna list my Instagram below. Please follow. And I hope you guys like the video and like genuinely like it. And yeah. Alright guys, so let's just get right into it. Right here I am putting on the Benefits Cosmetics Porefessional Pore Primer. This is my first time that I'm going to be using the Juvia's Place foundation and concealer. Side note, I did realize that this foundation oxidizes so much. I used it one time before, but I did mix it with something else. This time around, I wanted to use it on its own. However, since I do always use a lighter concealer, it did help with the color. I am using here the Jaclyn Hill brushes. I'm going to be using a couple of them. I'm going to try to show you the name of them. If you can't really see them properly, I will still list them below in the video. By the way, I am using the shade Capri 630 for the foundation and the shade 22 for the concealer. I did blend everything really nicely with a damp blender. It was not a beauty blender. I got this one from Target, but it pretty much serves the same purpose and it's really good quality. But whichever blender you guys have, that can work too, okay? Now this loose powder that I'm using is the Airspun loose face powder. I'm pretty sure you guys seen plenty of videos on those on IG. They do come in different shades. This one just says extra coverage 070-41. I don't know if that's the proper information as to the one I'm using exactly, but yeah. And once again, the brushes are from the Jaclyn Hill collection. She has a face collection and an eye collection. I think it's from her prior makeup line that she had released. But like I said, once again, I'll just list the details on the brushes later on. This is a different brush. It's from, I have it right here, Moda Cosmetics, I think they're called. Okay, this bronzer is the Ofra Cosmetics Bronzer Versatile Matte. I am absolutely obsessed with this stuff. It is so beautiful. And I'm going to be using a brush from Alamar and a little no-name brush. I call it a no-name brush because I cannot remember the brand and it erased off the brush. But a little no-name brush for my nose contouring and around my lips, and I sort of like to blend that out into my eyes as well, just to bring everything together. Now, I don't necessarily like sharply contour my cheeks. It's not something I always do. I have done it and I do it sometimes, but I prefer not to. And I do also usually tend to skip the whole blush step. I am just gonna go ahead over here and absolutely shower in Morphe setting mist because I just love this stuff. I run through the bottles like crazy. And after I'm done showering in it, I'm gonna go ahead and put on my highlighter. I am using the Ofra Cosmetics highlighter in Glazed Donut. It's one of my favorites right now as well. And then I'm gonna take another shower in setting mist. By the way, I tend to speak a lot with facial expressions, so do not disregard them because it's part of who I am. But I was just trying to show you guys the name of the brush again, and I realized it was just not working. I can't deny my excitement every time I'm putting on this product, I swear. And there goes the shower. For the eyebrows, my go-to, Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz and her brow gel. The Brow Wiz pencil I use there is in the shade medium brown. Okay? And I'm just going to go back and forth with that a little bit. And then I am going to clean up my brows with another little no-name brush. But it's basically just like a flat brush. Small flat brush. And I used the same concealer I had already used, which is the Juvia's Place concealer in the shade 22. And I used a buffer brush. It's give me 1 second. I'm gonna find it for you and tell you the name. Oh, here it is. It is Vasanti. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. And it's a concealer buffer. Concealer buffer. Okay. Brace yourself for my super creepy excited face. I had just received these Suva Beauty Hydra Effects body art liners, I believe they're called. I got a couple of shades. In this video I'm using Dance Party, Fanny Pack, Acid Trip, and Scrunchie. I did get a couple of their stencils as well. I'm going to be using 3 of them in this video. They're going to be 610, 620, and 630. At the end, I'm going to try to include a clip or a couple of photos of what they look like in the dark with the UV light. And what I did to use them was, they bring instructions, which is pretty cool. It makes your life super simple. But what I did was I put some water onto the lid of them and had them all open, obviously. And then I just dipped the brush in the water and then just slowly activated it until it was like in a creamy consistency. To blend the colors together, I did make them a little bit more watery than creamy. But in the other areas where I wanted like the actual solid color, I did keep it quite of a creamy consistency. Now to clean up, you can always use a flat brush with a little bit of a concealer. But I didn't need to do much cleaning up just because the creamier it is, the less of a mess it makes, and it dries fairly quick. Now we're gonna go with the mascara, and I was holding it backwards. This is the Pretty Vulgar mascara in Fox Reels. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I just like to apply mascara before I do lashes. Sometimes just if I have too much fallout or whatever it is on my eyelashes, it just sort of cleans it up for me a little bit. I did go back in with the same bronzer I had used before on a pencil brush, and I went like on my under eye area, but under the painted area, not over the colors that I had just applied, okay? And the highlighter I used in my tear duct was the same one from before, which was the Ofra Glazed Donut. These were the Celeste, not sure, Los Angeles lashes. This is their purple lash book, and the lashes I used were in the style Riri. I did not cut the lashes. People tend to size up their lashes. I don't always do that. You can do it. I don't always do it because the way that I like to apply my lashes is that sometimes I just tend to take the end of the lash strip, and instead of applying it directly over my lash line on that area, I just pull it up towards the same angle that my liner wing is heading to, if that makes any sense. And the purpose of me doing that is just to make my eye look a little bit more elongated. guys, in case you are wondering, all my expressions and everything that I'm doing, most likely me just jam into a song or something, okay? Once my eyelashes were already on, since they were on the thicker side, I just kind of wanted to go back and blend that lash strip into my tear duct area with a little liquid liner. I used the brand Ico London. It was in one of my Ipsy bags. And the lipstick that I used was from Bite Beauty in the shade Thistle, along with a Mary Kay lip liner in dark chocolate. Now, if you do have any questions on how to get your hands on any Mary Kay products, just feel free to message me directly and I will give you some information on that, okay? What I like to do here is just outline my lips and overline them, okay? I don't know if you can tell, but I do love to overline my lips. So once they're lined, I go ahead and apply the lipstick. And once I do that very nicely and thoroughly, I go back in with the lip liner and just sort of blend everything in together. And if I want to overline some more, I'll overline some more. If I want to clean it up, I'll clean it up. Usually, I go with the overlining.